So, the hype around AI agents it's absolutely everywhere, right? But trying to turn all that buzz into a real, actual business? Yeah, that's a completely different story. It can feel just overwhelming. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and really focus on the one thing, the single most important first step you need to take. Okay, let's dive right in. Trying to figure out where to even start with AI can be kind of paralyzing. The possibilities seem endless, which is, both exciting and, let's be honest, a little bit terrifying. You could build an agent for just about anything.
Exactly. It feels like you're trying to drink from a fire hose. But don't you worry. The whole goal of this explainer is to give you a filter, a way to focus all that potential into a clear, actionable starting point.
Okay, so first things first. To build a business with these things, we all need to be on the same page about what they actually are. Because, an AI agent is a whole lot more than just a fancy chatbot. Think of it as a program that can just run itself. The real magic isn't just that it can process information, but that it can independently make decisions and then actually take action to get something done. It's not just answering questions, it's completing tasks.
So what really makes them so powerful? It really breaks down into these three things. First, autonomy. They work on their own. You don't have to micromanage every little step. Second, they're goal-driven. You don't give them a checklist. You give them an objective, an end goal, and they figure out the best way to get there. And third, and this is the real game changer, they use tools. They can browse the web, plug into other software through APIs, and pull data from anywhere to accomplish their mission.
So with all these cool capabilities, where do they actually make a difference? Well, the possibilities are huge, but they pretty much all fall into these four main buckets. You've got customer experience, business operations, DevOps for all the tech folks out there, and of course, data and research. This huge potential is exactly why we need to focus.
Now, before we get to the core strategy, it's really important we quickly cover a few ground rules. We are talking about building a business, and that's a serious topic. So let's run through this crucial disclaimer together just to make sure we're all on the same page.
First and foremost, please remember, everything we're discussing here is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes. It's based on research and observation, so think of it as a strategic framework, not professional guidance.
And to be crystal clear on this one, this is not financial advice. It's not investment advice, legal advice, or any other kind of professional advice. What we're sharing should never, ever be the sole basis for your business decisions. Every business venture has risks, so there is absolutely no guarantee of success here, and your individual results will, of course, vary. The responsibility is always on you to do your own thorough research.
Which leads to our final and most important point. Before making any major decisions, the smartest move is always to consult with a qualified professional who actually understands your specific circumstances. Okay, with that vital framework in mind, let's get back to the strategy.
So how do you cut through all that noise and find a clear path forward? Well, the single most important piece of advice is all about focus. It's about going from that huge, broad idea of AI to something really, really specific. This quote, it really says it all, doesn't it? You can't solve every problem for every business. Trying to do that is just the fastest way to get absolutely nowhere. You have to narrow your field of view.
And here it is. This is the whole ballgame right here. The secret is to define a hyper-specific niche. Not just specific, I'm talking hyper-specific. Because when you solve one painful problem for one particular type of customer, you instantly become the go-to person, the obvious choice.
And this slide just illustrates the point perfectly. Look at the difference. Saying, I do AI for business, what does that even mean? It's vague, it's confusing, and good luck trying to sell it. But saying, I build AI agents that handle appointment booking for dental offices? Bam! That is a concrete service that solves a real-world headache for a very defined group of people. Any dentist on the planet immediately gets what you do and why they might need it.
And you can see how this formula builds out. Notice the pattern here. It's always a specific task for a specific audience. Not just lead qualification, no, it's for real estate agents. Not just customer service, it's for e-commerce stores that are on Shopify. Not just CRM automation, it's for people who already use HubSpot. That intense focus makes you look like an expert, and it makes your service 1,000 times easier to sell.
When you start thinking this way about solving one hyper-specific problem, it completely changes how you should even be looking at these AI agents. It's really more than just a business strategy.
It requires a pretty fundamental shift in your mindset. You stop seeing AI as just a piece of technology, and you start seeing it as a solution to a very human problem.
It really all comes down to this idea. We're seeing a shift from AI as a reactive tool you just give commands to, toward AI as a proactive, goal-oriented collaborator. You're not just telling it what to do step by step. You're giving it a mission, like, hey, get me more booked dental appointments, and the agent owns that entire process. It's like having a digital employee who works 24/7 to grow your business. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Instead of getting lost in the crazy, endless possibilities of AI, just ask yourself this one simple question. What is one specific, painful, and repetitive problem for one specific group of people that you could solve with an AI agent? Because finding the answer to that question, well, that is the most important step you can possibly take.